Okay, there we go. There, now it's up and running. But yeah, we're doing a little stream right here. We were thinking about sports with Wolfie and our little buddy Wolfie's
Mm.
been busy, guys. So we're doing this little stream. Maybe Wolfie will share it over to his channel. But it's
Yeah,
just a little NHL preview because it's getting close to how many more weeks to the playoffs, Joey?
that I don't know. It's normally near June. That's what I know. Might be
Oh,
May it starts.
okay, yeah. Let me Google that. That's something I should have gotten before we
Yeah,
started. 'Cause
I
I'm kind
should
of
have
curious.
looked that up as well.
When did the NHL playoffs start? Oh, it's April 19. Okay, so I was right.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I knew it was coming up. So yeah, guys, we only got about a month left of regular season hockey. About 5 weeks left of regular season hockey. Not even, because remember it ends. So no, we got 1 month of hockey left until the regular season is finished. And it looks like the Panthers are not even going to make the playoffs as it sits right now.
Yeah.
So, even if they did make the playoffs, I don't think they have a chance against those West Coast teams. The Western Conference looks so strong this year.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're just giving you guys a little insight on what we think is going to be your playoff contenders. And it's looking, there's 6 teams in the West that I see good. I only see 2 or 3 teams good in the East.
Yeah.
So, but Joey knows all about the players and the injuries. And the injuries are a big part of it. You know, you got injured players, you can't make a run on the playoffs.
Yeah, there are injuries within the Golden Knights as well. They should have been a lot better, stronger than there was. Jenna, can you put Wolfie's link in the chat for me, please?
Yeah, Wolfie there.
As that's something I forgot to get. I meant to pin that because it's got to go.
NHL standings. Yeah, I'm pulling up the standings right now. But yeah, the Buffalo Sabres looking good. Tampa Bay Lightning's looking pretty good.
Yeah, Buffalo Sabres, they actually seem like they could do pretty well. I'm not 100% on the current lineup of players of many of the teams. I just know what I know. And maybe next time I'll be more up to date with the players at least.
Yeah, I mean, anybody, I would have to say right now, Boston Bruins, Red Wings, Canadians, the Lightning, Sabres could all make moves, but I see the Sabres, and I think maybe the Canadians. I think the Montreal Canadiens even have a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of like in the Canadians and the Sabres in the Atlantic Division with, I have the Lightning number 3 and maybe the Red Wings 4, but the Metropolitan Division, Carolina's looking damn good this year, and even the Pittsburgh Penguins is looking pretty good, and the New York Islanders are looking pretty good.
Well, Pittsburgh has some really good players. They do. So they're always going to be a top pick, I think. If you like bet on it, they're a top team.
Yeah, I really like the way the Penguins are looking right now. I think they got a good shot at making a move. And the Columbus Blue Jackets also have kind of a long range team, but I don't have the Panthers even making the playoffs this year.
Yeah, I see the top 5 being the Hurricanes as listed, the Penguins, Islanders, the Blue Jackets, and the Flyers. They're going to be what I think in the top lot of players, teams for the Stanley Cup. But do we think they're going to win?
That's
if you look at Toronto Maple Leafs, they've had a few changes where John Tavares, he's no longer captain. It's now Austin Matthews. So Austin Matthews doesn't always play the best until it's big games. So that could be one of the downfalls for that team. And this is just based on me watching as much as I do. I am obsessed with horror. Hi, Sister Custy.
Yeah, I'm really analyzing these charts because right now, I mean, the Hurricanes really have, they're scoring a lot of goals, and also the Sabres are scoring a lot of goals. But
yeah,
I mean that they're really looking good. You know, that's why they're number one in their divisions. But they've been playing pretty good all year.
The Sabres had some really good players the last time I looked. That I know they got rid of Jack Eichel, which was one of their top players, but they do have a top level team. It's just some of the bad sides is coaching and management that might be causing some of these teams not to play as well as they should.
Yeah, because I have it as right now the Sabres number one, Hurricanes number two. I've got Pittsburgh number three, and I'd have to say, Pittsburgh Penguins. Yeah, Sabres, Hurricanes, Penguins, and I would have to say the Montreal Canadiens. I have as number four. That's who I have as the top four in that Eastern Conference. You know, they kind of like the way they're playing right now because they've only got 4 weeks left. So, the way the standings are kind of like the way it's kind of looking. Nobody's going to make a big, giant move more than 2 or 3 spots. So that's why I don't think the Panthers are even going to make the playoffs this year.
Yeah.
So there will be no three-peat. Yeah, there'll be no three-peat, really, this year.
Yeah, unless they put out a miracle, they're in 7th place on what I'm looking at. So if they, by miracle, they get a lot better, they could move into the top 5. But I think they'll be 5th at the most.
But I think the most dangerous team to win it all this year is by far the Colorado Avalanche. They've already scored 246 goals, which is the most of any team this year, and the whole NHL. And the only other team that's close to them is the Buffalo Sabres at 232. So they've scored more goals than anybody else by 14 goals. And, hockey, we know, is a typical 3-2 score. So they really got a high-powered offense. So and Dallas Stars are looking good too, but I just have Avalanche. I'm going to pick them to win the Stanley Cup. I'm just telling everybody right now. I think I've got Colorado Avalanche to win the Stanley Cup this year.
I think the Red Wings could be, if they've still got him, what was his name? I forgot the name. Oopsie. Well, the team's got some good players, not 100% on all the names. That's Dylan Larkin. He's a really good player, I know. And he's on the Red Wings. That's a strong player. You need more than one strong player. It's like Nashville Predators. They have Roman Josi and a bunch of other names. That's what I've been told by my brother. It's just they've got a bunch of names and one lifer, which is Roman Josi.
Yeah, right now as I'm looking at these statistics, Colorado, to me, you win when you win games with goals. Okay, good goalie is important too, but Avalanche has a pretty good goalie, and they're scoring goals. And I remember when the Panthers got their butt whooped back in 1995, was it, or something like that? Colorado just killed them. Even with remember Van Beesbrock or whatever his name was, the Beezer. even with that good goalie we had, we only won, I think, one game, maybe, if one game. It was either one game or 0 games. We either lost 4-0 or 5-1, but we might have lost 4-0. And Colorado Avalanche was so powerful back then. And I think this year, I think the Avalanche is going to be the team to beat. I think they're going to win the whole Stanley Cup. And, we got the Mighty Ducks, too, which have been doing pretty good. Anaheim Ducks.
Actually, Anaheim's done really good. And that's, like I said before, management's changed for Anaheim. And they've now got a better manager for the team. They're doing a lot better. They are.
Yeah.
They've also got John Carlson from Washington Capitals.
Yeah, and I would have picked, like Joey said, I would have picked the Vegas Golden Knights to make possibly the Stanley Cup. But the injuries that they have is why I don't think they're going to make it.
Alexandra Pietrangelo is one of their top defensemen, and he's out.
Yeah, that's a killer right there. To lose that guy, that right there is why Colorado will make the Stanley Cup, and they won't. And then you can't count out the Dallas Stars.
Oh yeah, Dallas Stars. Even though they no longer have Jamie Benn, as far as I know, they're a good team. They've got other good
stars.
players.
Yeah,
they have more than one really good player and one name.
That's my dark horse right there. And the Ducks, I don't think the Ducks are going to be strong enough, but I really see it either going to be Avalanche or the Stars is who I think is going to be in the Stanley Cup final.
I kind of see the Ducks maybe getting into the Stanley Cup playoffs. I don't.
Oh, they're going to definitely make the playoffs, but whether or not they make it to the final, I don't think so. I think it's going to be the Buffalo Sabres versus the Colorado Avalanche. That's the way I have the Stanley Cup right now. For the final, that's who I'm picking for the finals. I'm picking Buffalo Sabres, and I'm very tempted to change my mind and go with the Carolina Hurricanes, though, because that's a great team. But I think the Sabres have got more of a scrappy team. I think it's going to be them versus Colorado Avalanche for the Stanley Cup this year. That's who I got.
I think that could get into the Stanley Cup. I think the Golden Knights may not, or they may just scrape.
With that loss of that awesome player, I would have had them higher up too. I might have even picked them to win over Avalanche, but right now, the Avalanche is got a amazing high-powered offense right now. They're really scoring goals.
Yeah, I do see Seattle getting in.
Oh yeah, the Kraken's doing pretty good. You're right.
Yeah, they are doing good. I've heard a lot about them. I don't hear much about the Calgary Flames or the Vancouver Canucks.
Yeah,
I'm gonna watch a couple of games and see if my opinion changes. And maybe we'll find something while I'm watching that helps me.
Yeah, see, Joey watches the whole game. What I do is I watch the summary. So I watch the summary, the 3-minute summaries of the games. So I kind of cheat, but let's see how good I pick. Let's see if I even get one or two. Like if I'm right in the Buffalo Sabres and the Colorado Avalanche are really in the Stanley Cup. Let's see how I do, because I may switch Buffalo to Carolina, but right now I have it as Buffalo versus the Avalanche, Colorado.
Yeah, I don't know about the LA Kings due to the fact I've not heard much on Ansel Kopitar and his playing, whether he's doing well or not. My brother has like a hockey card that goes up every time. So, and his card's still quite low. So, with that being said, I judge some of it, of what I know, but based off of how well them cards are doing, if they've increased in some way. And that's just a video game, but it still works. It does.
I mean, as of today, I got Colorado versus Buffalo in the Stanley Cup, but that could easily change. I probably will not change Colorado, though. I have Colorado as a strong Western coaster. But on the East, I might swap Buffalo for Carolina. But who do you have, Joey, right now? You know, we could do another show in about 2 weeks or 3 weeks. But who do you pick right now for the Stanley Cup? Like for the final, match for the Cup. Who do you have? Who versus who?
I kind of would like to see. I know it's not going to happen, but if I could pick one to do better, I would like to see Anaheim go against the Dallas Stars, because I think that would be an interesting game. And they're two teams I watch. I don't know. From what I know, the Chicago Blackhawks have been messed up a little because they've traded away good players just to make sure they get a brother on the team. So 2 brothers are playing together, and they've only got Connor Bedard as their big name, from what I know. And they got back Brendan Sword. And he's an older player, I think, and he's on the team at least a few years ago. So I'm not 100% sure how well the Blackhawks will do this year.
Okay, so
I don't know about.
I agree with you. And Anaheim and Dallas, either one of those teams could easily make the Stanley Cup Finals.
Yeah,
they're both amazing teams. I've got them as like either their second tier or third tier is making the final show there. But if you had to put money on it, Joey, if you had to bet money, who would you pick?
Out of the top four names, I would go with maybe Tampa Bay Lightning. They do have a strong team.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, that's they're in second place too. So, yeah, that could easily happen. So you would actually go Tampa. So you would go Tampa Bay. So, if Joey was trying to get money, guys, this is what you want to hear. But who would you pick on the West Coast? Do you agree with Colorado that they're just so damn strong?
Colorado Avalanche, I think, are strong. They've got Nathan McKinnon, who's a monster when it comes to playing, and they're going to score for definite.
Well, who do you think would be against Tampa if you had money on it? I know because I didn't pick Colorado, I would have picked Tampa Bay. I mean, not Tampa Bay, I would have picked Dallas. I mean,
I would say Dallas too. That could be quite an interesting pairing.
I know, but if you had money on it, who would you pick? Would it be Dallas versus Tampa Bay, or would it be Colorado versus Tampa Bay?
I would say Tampa Bay Lightnings. They play really well. They've got Andrei Vasilevsky on goal, so that's a strong goalie that I know of, and I don't really hear much about goalies ever. So, and I do with Andrei Vasilevsky, so that's why I'm going with the Lightning.
So Tampa Bay is your Eastern dog, but who is your Western? Who do you think is top dog to win the Stanley Cup? If you had money on it, would it be Colorado or Dallas?
I would say Colorado, because Nathan McKinnon is a really good player, and I've watched him so many times, and he plays really well.
Yeah, okay. So, right now I have Buffalo and not Tampa Bay, but, that could easily change in 2 or 3 weeks when we do another one of these updates.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's interesting, because that's usually the only time I watch full games of hockey is when the playoffs start.
Yeah. Because I've got the app now, I can watch hockey whenever. And
really? That's
I need
good.
to watch it a lot more now. But from what I can see, that it's all here, and hopefully Jenna's put the link I asked for. Probably didn't, just to disobey me. But we'll be more up to date with the players for next time. At least one of us will be, because I can put on, before we go live another time, all the 5-minute games beforehand.
Yeah, I just wanted to do a little something for Wolfie, and then Wolfie could share this over, because I think he would like to do it to keep his channel kind of fresh.
Yeah, but please, Jenna, put in the chat Wolfie's link so I can pin it for the last bit of the live. But Edmonton Oilers can play really well because they've got Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl, two big names that play really well. Well, I haven't heard.
Yeah, and you're right. The Oilers are in third place right now. They're just behind the Golden Knights.
Yeah.
And what's impressive about the Oilers, though, here's what's the most impressive about them. They have already scored 233 goals. So actually behind Colorado, they're second place in goals. So they have a very powerful offense. The problem is their goalie is a little weak, and that's why they're not doing better. If they had a better goalie, the Oilers would be extremely dangerous this year.
Yeah.
Because I think offensively, Oilers are maybe one of the top three teams. Yeah, that is huge. It really is. Okay, and the teams, because right now, at the Avalanche, Colorado is on the last 10 games, they're 8-2. And they're 9-0-1 for the Stars. So right now, those two teams are hot in the West. And well, in that division, which is the Central Division. The Pacific Division, the hot teams right now are basically 7-3, the Anaheim Ducks. But the other people in the Pacific are kind of slipping. Like even the Oilers are 4-6. But there's nobody making any kind of big moves right now. That's why it's becoming evident to me that the Stars and the Avalanche are the strongest. And then I'm going down to the East because, see, a lot of times you can go by the streaks. Like right now, the Sabres are 8-2 in the last 10. Okay, and then the Canadians also are making a little move. They're 6-1-3, and I'm trying to see. And then the Senators are way back though. They're not going to have any chance. And then down in that's the one division there, the Atlantic Division. Then the Metropolitan Division, you have right there making the Islanders are 7-3. They're making a little streak there, but the Hurricanes are also 7-3. But like I said, the Western Conference is definitely looking the strongest to me.
Yeah.
And the Lightning are 4-6. So they're not making a whole lot of movement right now. By far, the Western Conference, those teams, Colorado and Dallas, are making hard moves, and they're getting a lot of motivation. I just don't see those teams being. I mean, I want to know, is Dallas or Colorado going to win when they go head to head? Because I think those two teams, they have to go head to head, to determine the conference champion, and they're going to meet for sure.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, they got to play each other, eventually. But I see them two teams being dangerous, and whoever wins when they play Colorado versus Dallas, whoever wins that championship there, whoever wins that is going to win the Stanley Cup, I think.
Yeah, it's at times it's hard to pick who's going to win, but there are some teams that we do see with bad management that won't get through because of the management not playing the players how they should be used.
Yeah, I can't wait to see. That's going to be the most anticipated and best match, is watching Colorado and Dallas play each other, if they play each other. That right there is going to be basically like another Stanley Cup. It'll be so cool. Yeah, that's going to be the best playoff game. So I don't know when they're going to meet, if they meet, or if one of them gets bumped out. But boy, I hope that they both advance, because I would love to see them playing for the Western Coast, the Western Conference, to see for the championship. Because whoever wins that, I think, is going to go on to win the Stanley Cup. It would be cool to see that.
Yeah.
And just like the Buffalo Sabres and Carolina Hurricanes, I want to see those two teams play to see who's going to represent the Eastern Conference, because I think it's going to be one of those two teams. And then, of course, Tampa Bay is sitting there as the spoilers. Like, are they going to spoil somebody's day? Which they could wreck Buffalo's day, or they wreck Carolina's day. I don't know which one.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tampa Bay is definitely going to make the playoffs too.
Zoe, who do you think's gonna win the playoffs? And this is to everyone in the chat. I'd like to hear what you have to say on who you think will win.
Yeah, I know it is hockey, guys. It's not very exciting, but it is the only sport on besides basketball.
And we're trying our best with this one.
Yeah, like I said, I just watched the game summaries of 3 to 5 minutes.
Yeah, so I get those.
Yeah, Joey watches the whole game, so he's got much more advanced knowledge, especially on watching the goalies and how the goalies are doing.
Yeah. And
but yeah,
I'll
otherwise,
be up to date with the next one. I will be.
Yeah, it's a shame. That one team, like I said, I saw that the goalies letting them down, but they had 233 goals, which is the second most in the NHL so far, and they would I forgot what team it was, but they would be doing better if they had a better goalie. You could score 500 goals. If you have a crappy goalie and your goalie is allowing 500 goals to be scored on them, you're not going to go anywhere. You've got to have a good goalie. Goalie is by far the most important position. If you got a goalie that can only allow 2 goals or less every single game, you're going to win the championship.
Yeah, totally. But please go check out Sports with Wolfie. His channel is great.
Yeah.
And if you're a fan of other things like football and other sports, it's definitely the place you want to be.
If you wanted to do about a 30-minute stream, guys, we're at 28 minutes, almost 28 and a half. So we're right at that 30-minute mark, because this is what I think Wolfie kind of wants. If we do this kind of show for this kind of sport, it's just a little 30-minute stream.
Yeah.
Because we don't know what the pairings are yet. We're kind of just speculating and analyzing, and we're just giving everybody kind of a early heads up, because a lot of you guys, a lot of people gamble.
We know.
Yeah, like I said, a lot of people gamble. I truly believe one of these two teams is going to make the Stanley Cup. It's going to either be Colorado or the Buffalo Sabres. I think one of those two teams is going to make the Stanley Cup. And then I have Colorado Avalanche to win it all. So even if Carolina makes it or Tampa Bay makes it, I still think Colorado is just so strong right now.
Jenna, stop being a pain. I'm a WB fan and ice hockey.
I remember I used to play the ice hockey and all the video games and the roller skating. Yeah. Remember the ice hockey with the little puck?
Yeah.
Remember that? You play somebody. Remember that, Joey? You ever played air hockey? It was air hockey. I mean, We used to call it ice hockey, but it's actually called air
Yeah.
hockey. It's air
Yeah, I
hockey.
played that at the arcades a couple of times. I could
Right,
never
Joey?
get it down.
You remember, Joey, where the air would shoot up and it would make the puck like float?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was actually called air hockey, but yeah, we nicknamed it ice hockey anyway. But it's to mimic. It's air hockey mimicking ice hockey. Yeah, remember that? Remember that, Joey? How many times did you get hit in the face with a puck? I got hit a bunch of times where, the puck would bounce off, your blocker.
My brother's very fun at playing it,
I
and
got hit in the face a few times.
it's likely to hit me in the face. Kirsty says thank you, as Jenna's being a brat.
Yeah, after this, we're going back to Joey's channel. He has a backstage panel already set up that we've already been on. So we're just going to, when we end the stream, we're going to jump back over to there.
Yeah.
We got 4 people over there so far. You can get 6, right? So we can get 2. We could put, I guess we could put Zoe and Kirsty over there or something like that.
Yeah. Thank you, Kirsty. I appreciate that a lot.
I'm getting a little sleepy though, because see, for me, it's 4 in the morning. Or is it what time? 3:30 in the morning for me. So yeah, it's getting kind of late for me. But we wanted to do this, and we were going to do it 2 hours earlier, but we just kept talking and we kept stalling, and we kept thinking we're going to do it tomorrow, and then we're going to do it today, then we're going to do it tomorrow. So we just said, let's just do it right now.
Oh yeah, well, definitely. But it's been fun planning it. Like, the thumbnail for this live was created a couple minutes before it went live. So that's why I need to make this.
Yeah, we can send the link. What happens when this posts is we'll send the link to Wolfie. Wolfie might not want to post it. Maybe he don't like it. We don't know if he's going to like it or not. So he may not share it.
Well, I can actually download it, and if he gives me an email, I can email him, and he can download it off of a drive.
Oh, and then he could do a direct upload. Yeah, he can do that too. And by doing that, he'll get all the watch time. You're right. He could do that.
Yeah, because I give permission to be on his channel. I have fun on there. And the music playing in the background is mine.
Yep, that's Joey singing in the background, everybody.
No, I haven't got a girl.
Joey's going, woo, 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 ow, 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 oh, oh, oh. That's Joey going, oh, 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 ow, 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 woo, woo, woo. Yep. I got to be careful with my jokes because I don't want to get naughty. I've been real good and I haven't cursed yet.
Yeah, we've done good, actually.
Oh my God, Joy's calling me. Biscuit. Good morning. We're doing a stream over here. Joey and I are filming a video for Wolfie, but I'm finished right now. So yeah, I'm gonna let you wrap it up, Joey, while I talk to Joy.
Okay. So possibly later there's going to be a scratch battle either on my channel or someone else's. I'll post it on my community tab, whichever channel it turns out I'm on. But that's basically it. It's me and someone doing code tickets. We both have, I think we both have 3 5s and 2 10s, and we're battling to see who has the most on the wins, as they're guaranteed winners, I hope. And later this month, when Obluez is feeling okay, I'll be battling him with another code ticket battle, and it'll be tens for that battle. And other than that, there could be a Diamond Art stream coming up as soon as I can. It's just gotta make sure back's okay and I can get my camera and that sorted. Now that would be funny, Jenna, if you got a flip-flop to the head. With Julia watching. But thank you everyone for joining. I'm gonna go, and me and Ted are gonna go. We're gonna chat backstage. I'll send Zoe the link and Kirsty the link once me and Ted have sorted out and gone back over to that right part. So thanks everyone for joining. I hope this wasn't too painful to watch. Have a great night. Behave, Jenna. Oh, that's why you wanted it, wasn't it? So I'd say your name before we ended. Cheater. So again, thank you everyone. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Have a fun start to your day or night. And I'll see you all again next time.